So, with me being an animated fan and Legacy giving us new animated figures, it has taken me a bit longer than I would have liked to finally cover the final animated figure we've gotten so far. So today, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United Bumblebee. So, starting off in vehicle mode, Bumblebee turns into his little nice yellow hatchback car that he was in the animated show. Which is one of my favourite looks for Bumblebee because it's animated. I really love how it looks. I like that they pulled off the little spoiler with how small it is. I love the front design, how they managed to capture the angle of his front grille. And I love the headlights and how they look. And looking along the side, sure it's a bit panelly, but with how he transforms, it is really nice. Now, my figure vehicle mode doesn't really like tabbing together, as it's got all these little gaps on it and everything, and I don't know why it's doing that. So, I don't know if that's just an issue of my copy or if it's all copies, but mine just is really gappy. And also something else I've noticed with Bumblebee is he doesn't sit flat on the ground. Because of the way the arms are when they're hidden underneath, they haven't got enough clearance to sit flat, so they're always at a bit of an angle. Meaning when I try and put him on the ground flat, he doesn't sit flat. Which might just be an issue of mine, but it has really annoyed me. But I do love how well they did capture everything else. I love the black stripe running down the side of the car, as that was it in the show. I just wish the windows were tinted or something. Having this clear plastic here feels a bit strange. It doesn't really mesh well with the rest of the design. I wish they either went black like with Optimus or given it the blue look. And I do also wish they painted the back of the vehicle mode, as that is a little bit bland. But altogether you get a pretty nice looking vehicle. But hey, Bumblebee looks really good in vehicle mode, so I just had to get some pictures, so here they are. Transformation on Bumblebee is enjoyable, but it does have a couple clashy moments I don't really like. Like trying to get the knees out, I don't like, and pulling the heels out. You might need a tool for those. Every time I transform him as well, his shin loves popping off, so I have to put it back on, and it's really annoying. And I do wish the backpack was a little more squished, as I say only kibble on this, but with that being the only kibble, it's really, really impressive. But here we are in robot mode, and Bumblebee looks really good. I love how they managed to capture his design so well and then chugify it so it fits in with the rest of the line. But starting off, we'll go up to his head, and his head looks really nice. It really captures the look he had in the show. It does look a little bit off though, as it's missing the lines underneath his eyes, as they didn't really paint those in, so it feels a bit off. And I do wish his mouth was more centered and not off to the side, as that really does mess with my OCD. But other than that, the head looks really good. It's really show accurate, and there's not much else I can say about it. It just looks really good. But moving down to the body is where it starts looking a bit different than the original show, which does kind of give a contrast between the head and the body, but you don't really notice it. The body looks really good. I love how the arms look and how they captured the look from the show with him having the wheels whooshing back. I don't know if that's a good term for it, but that's what I'm coming up with. I like the arms looking so good here, despite it being the whole door section. I do wish the Autobot badge was a bit bigger, as it does look a bit tiny on him. And the clear plastic chest just doesn't look that good to me, in my opinion. I might end up getting the toy hack stickers to cover over it, but as it is, it doesn't look that good, as you can see right through him. But at least it does look kind of good from afar, where you can't tell all that details there. But I do really love how it looks, and it has his nice, like, sport body type thing. Oh, all the anime designs were like dudes wearing costumes, so this kind of pulls that off really well. It is a bit hollow in the chest section though, as if you look at it from a top-down view, there's a giant hole there. But you're not really going to be looking at it from there, so it doesn't really matter. But one thing that does annoy me is the fact that the black stripe is right on the chest, but then moving down, it's not right on the legs. As the way they've designed it is they've used fake parts for the feet, despite the real parts being right behind it. Now, I'm not against the use of faux parts, but here it is a bit like, just why'd you do it? Like, there's nothing stopping you from using the real feet other than the fact that the details aren't there. But maybe if they painted them, it'd be a little more forgiving. But that black streak does really annoy me. But at least they do look a bit nice. Like, you've got the car details on the feet. And if you want a good contrast to how it looks, just turn it around and you've got the car feet there. But altogether, Bumblebee does look really nice. Posability on Bumblebee is a little bit strange. You're starting off, you got a ball joint of the head, allowing for really up at the neck. You can even get a little bit more due to the hinge joint. And it swivels. Shoulders go forward and out to the side, but no back. Biceps go forward and back, as well as swivels, but that's more an elbow swivel. Elbows bend at 90. There's a waist swivel. Legs are unimpeded in all directions. There's a deep knee bend, and foot moves up, down, and pivots. Accessory wise, you get a couple things. Starting off, you get his 2 rockets, which look really good. I do wish they were painted instead of, well, I wish they were cast in black plastic instead of clear black plastic, as it's not the same clear plastic as the window, so I don't know why they made another sprue. But they do look really nice, and you can get him in some flying poses with them. And you can even attach him to the vehicle mode to pull off that one episode where you got the rockets. And you also get his stingers, which they look good, but you can't really use individually because of how they mount to the hands. Because of the way they've designed the hands, you flip the hands in and attach the stingers, but they're upside down if you attach them how they go on. And because of that, it doesn't really look that good. And this is all because of the little gimmick where you can put them together and get one pose out of them. Which, I really wish that wasn't the case. They can attach to the back of the rockets and you can use them as like normal guns. But I want to use them as his stingers from the show. But like this, you really can't. And it's all because of how they've decided to mold the hands, which it is really annoying. But I guess I can just use them as guns as much as I really don't want to. But hey, Bumblebee looks really good in robot mode, so I just had to get him some poses, so here they are. This has been the review for the Transformers Legacy United Animated Universe Bumblebee. Tell me, what do you think of this figure? Did you pick him up, or did you skip him entirely? And if you did pick him up, do you like him? Personally, I'm really happy with him. I really love animated Bumblebee, as the original animated Bumblebee was one of my first Transformers. and this really just recaptured it, so it might just be nostalgia talking for me. But I really loved how he is here. I can't wait for them to do Wasp and maybe even Cliff Jumper. But that might happen, might not. I know Wasp is on the way, but I'm really hoping for a Cliff Jumper. But anyway, tell me, what do you think? Thanks for watching.